Hello, and welcome to the House of Vanity, where we talk and explore all things fashion. First things first, don't make any plans for Saturday if you're in London on June 22nd. Save your time for the Naomi Campbell in Fashion exhibition. Yes, the great legend of the fashion industry. Naomi Campbell has just won an exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, exploring 40 years of the top model's career. The exhibition features an incredible curation of looks made by great designers. In Naomi in Fashion, we are introduced to the model's legendary journey. Returning to her years in South London, Naomi began her movement in fashion at the age of 15 when she was approached by model agent Beth Bolt while shopping with school friends. 3 years later, she excelled and made history as the first black model to be on the cover of Vogue Paris in August 1998. In the 90s, she was already acclaimed by the designers of the time, a favorite of Versace, John Galliano, Karl Lagerfeld, and Saint Laurent. She was everywhere at once. Naomi became known for her striking presence on the catwalk, while at the same time creating memorable photographs with the most famous photographers of the time. It didn't take long for Naomi to collaborate on pop music videos, launch her first perfume, and later become a leader and great activist, a legend. Naomi in Fashion promises a deep immersion into the world of fashion through the eyes of the supermodel, divided into 7 sections: iconic looks from Alaya, Versace, Alexander McQueen, Vivienne Westwood, and the incredible photo curations by Edward Innington, Vogue's London latest fashion director and close friend of Naomi. Sponsored by Hugo Boss, the exhibition also features looks created by the brand in its long partnership with Naomi, brand ambassador. This is not the first time that Boss has partnered with an exhibition. In 2012, the artist Jeff Koons. In 2015, with one of the most renowned industrial designers, Konstantin Garcik. And in 2018, with the exhibition A Celebration of Eames by artists Charles and Ray Eames, releasing in an exclusive collection signed by the brand. Over the last 5 years, fashion exhibitions have been growing. The Victoria and Albert Museum has already presented more than 10 exhibitions with archives of big names in fashion. In 2015, Alexander McQueen, Savage Beauty, became the museum's most visited exhibition, with 493,043 people attending over 21 weeks. It was so big that for the first time in history, the museum had to open its doors at night to accommodate the huge demand. 4 years later, Christian Dior, designer of dreams, was a success long before it started. Around 37,000 tickets were sold in pre-sale, attracting more than 480,000 people, with archives from Christian, Galliano, and Grazia. It has become one of the most popular fashion exhibitions of all time. The Victoria and Albert have all in the fashion venue since 1971, founded as a manufacturing museum in 1852 by Prince Albert and in 1899 by Queen Victoria. Today, its goal is to be a schoolroom for visitors with archives of art and creativity. Not only the VA, but the Met in NY and the Musée Saint Laurent in Paris also brings together a large number of fashion archive lovers throughout the year. But you may be wondering, how did the pieces in the exhibition become archives? Whose idea was that? It was thanks to Yves Saint Laurent that fashion prototypes became fashion archives. In 1964, YSL was the first brand to create a selection of prototypes. At the time, the exact piece a model wore in the show was given to the model, or generally sold to clients. Do you believe that? The fashion archives enabled fashion as art. Laurent also collected accessories, documented with information about each piece in the show. Over the years, other brands adopted this idea. After all, who doesn't want to see up close the pieces paraded in the most memorable shows in fashion history? Seeing up close every detail of a McQueen dress from 1998 or a 1992 Chanel by Karl Lagerfeld. A unique experience. Fashion exhibitions are changing the cycle of fashion consumption. In an era of social media, this is an advantage for brands to engage with the public for longer. No 10-minute show or stories that disappear after 24 hours on Instagram. A fashion exhibition is a way of communicating over a period of months with a truly engaged audience who have a very rare opportunity to delve deeper into the philosophy and history of the brand. Brands such as Italian brands Gucci and Ferragamo already have their own museums in Firenze, giving visitors the experience of completely entering the world of fashion. A tip for young brands too, who should take care of their archives to attract a more stable consumer in the future. Art and fashion are inseparable, whether on the catwalk or in a curated exhibition of pieces worn by the supermodels. This is just the beginning in fashion. Naomi in Fashion starts June 22nd, 2024 and runs until April 2025. Excited to take a closer look at the most memorable looks from the last 40 years in fashion? Comment below. We almost forgot. As we bid farewell, we invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay stylish, stay chic. XOXO, House of Vanity.